I feel no sanctity is coursing through my veins. No comfy cavity is calling out my name. At least I know the luxury. It's nice to be insane, and it's good for you. I've got the jagged tooth to pierce the feeding hands. I'm hearing how to be, but just don't understand. At least I got these vultures here all squatting on dry land. Yeah, it's good for you. They won't believe it until I say it's true. Discretion's the lesson that won't apply to you. You hit your limit, a song for sand and glue. Oh, I bit my tongue when I had nothing left to say. I'm screaming out my lungs, you took my breath away. So kindly quit your crying, baby, everything's okay. Yeah, it's good for you. It's good for you. I feel no sanctity is coursing through my veins. No comfy cavity is calling out my name. At least I know the luxury. It's nice to be insane, and it's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for you. What can you do? It's good for you.
Hey there, Jordan. Welcome to Stellar Radio and Fantro's Hotspot CFRL for Acoustic Lunch Live. I'm Tommy, and I am joined by my new friend Jordan. You're playing some great music here. Now, I gotta know, what are some of your musical influences?
Oh, thanks, man. For musical influences, anything early 90s kind of alternative rock, like Matchbox 20, Pearl Jam, all that stuff. Rob Thomas is my freaking hero. So
Nice.
I love
So
that guy.
classic rock from the 90s. Awesome. So
Yeah.
do you have any future aspirations for maybe a career?
I would love to do anything in artist management. I think the best thing you could do is get people paid for what they love to be doing. And I love the business side of the music industry, so I'd be very excited to have a career.
All right, that's awesome. Well, don't go anywhere because we still got plenty more music coming from Jordan here on Stellar Radio, Fantro's Hotspot CFRL, Acoustic Lunch Live.
It's not always boring in the halls of Fanshawe. With CFRL Radio, it's always a party. You can listen to a wide range of music on CFRL Radio, from college country to roots of rock. You can listen online at CFRLradio.com. Fanshawe's Hotspot, CFRL.
106.9 The X broadcasting all across London.
You may hear us, but we can see you. The next time you do something embarrassing, listen to 106.9 The X because we could be talking about you.
Soaring like an eagle, couldn't be more blind. Caught up in a hailstorm of tired hearts and minds. We find ourselves so willing just to plummet to the ground. If broken wings get mended when you're willing to be found. And now we're higher, so much higher than where we began. Toasting at the table to futures never past. Drinking to a dry spell they hope will hit them last. I feel no need to ponder another trying day. And now's what I'm presented with, so now is where I'll stay. Cause we're higher, so much higher than than where we began. We're too much for land, no head in the sand. Where we began. She's looking in the mirror, pondering what's right. The angel on her shoulder says she's on her own tonight. Confusion is a captor preying on the weak. I know it can be broken if it changes what you seek to be. Higher, so much higher than where we began. We're too much for land, no head in the sand. Where we began. We're taking it higher. We're taking it higher than where we began. Where we began. Where we began. Where we began. Where we began.
Folks, give it up for Jordan here on Acoustic Lunch Live.
Thanks, man.
Yeah?
Thanks, guys.
He deserves it. You're listening to CFRL Radio, or you're watching us live on Stellar Radio. So, Jordan, what's the title of your next song here?
The title of my next song, let me look at my set list. Oh, it's called Argo. It's off an album that I just released in January. Very excited to play it for you guys.
All right, well, take it away whenever you're ready.
Show you that she's lying by the peace sign on her necklace. We're just soldiers in a war. Who could stand to be more reckless? So I'll draw first, send the bullet through the tension. The caliber of cardiac, predicted apprehension played out here. Would you stare me down for longer than I'm used to? If I held my ground, would you leave? Could you stare me down for longer than I'm used to? If I held my ground, would you leave? So I'll recruit a chosen few for my intended misadventures, yet they make my needed trouble hard to find. Argo, not the man I'm looking for. Assembling a team of this unlikely batch of heroes, holding out for different queens they've yet to serve. See, the trouble with remembrance is forgetting certain parts, like a rhythm simultaneous within two separate hearts. Reminisce about whatever comes to be. Let the records of the past spin quietly. Would you stare me down for longer than I'm used to? If I held my ground, would you leave? Could you stare me down for longer than I'm used to? If I held my ground, would you leave? Would you leave? And would you leave? Would you stare me down for longer than I'm used to? If I held my ground, would you leave? my ground. Would you leave? Would you leave?
You're listening to Jordan here on Acoustic Lunch Live. Hey, thanks for doing this for us. Now, you've got an album here called Giveaways. Here it is right here.
I do, and that is it.
You're not giving these away, are you? No?
See, if I had $1 for every time that I heard that joke, I'd probably have made more money than I made on that album.
So where can folks go to pick up this album here?
I'm just kind of selling them off myself at shows, and it's also available on iTunes. So you just type in Jordan Percival Giveaways. You should find that in the iTunes store. Or if you ever come out and I'm playing somewhere and you see me, come up to me, talk to me. I like to make friends, so.
Awesome. So you write your own music, correct?
I write all my own music, yes.
So what's your creative process when it comes to that?
My creative process, it's pretty boring. I really just kind of sit in my room with a guitar and strum out some chords, start singing some words on top of it, write stuff down. I try to write every day. I try to write a little bit, whether it's a line or a verse or anything, and I just kind of try to add it somewhere, and I scrap things and figure out what I like, and then once I figure out a song that I enjoy, that I'd like to play for people, I really start working on it. I do some more production stuff, kind of arrange the song the way that I'd like it to sound.
Sounds good. Now, this is a solo effort, but have you ever performed with other people, or do you have a band even?
I do not have a band currently. I've been in and out of bands a lot since high school, and I mean, I'm in the MIA program, so they put us in bands for assignments and stuff like that, but I've always kind of worked a little better on my own. I like to be the boss. I like telling people what to do, so I'm probably not the ideal bandmate.
All right, so continue on with more Jordan here on Acoustic Lunch Live. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, man. This is a cover song by a band called Dispatch. Raise your head up and beat the sun. That's your boys, they lie. So close to you. Do you dare get up and wake too? Oh, well, yes, I see you there at work in the daytime. Do you think you could answer all the questions of the world in just one word? I think you could. If you die and I get word that you're gone, will I hear it in passing conversation? Will I stop short and fall to the ground? Distance is short when your hand carries what your eyes found. Hold my hand just one more time to see if you're related to me. Hold my just one more time to see if you're really gonna meet me. Honest Emmanuel, well, you know, they're at school now, given a chance that the father's never seen. See what's beyond section 17. And in 10 years, when you look back at your boys, so you know they're growing taller than the tallest sugar cane in the fields. If you die and I get word that you're gone, will I hear it in passing conversation? Will I stop short and fall to the ground? Distance is short when your hand carries what your eyes found. Hold my hand just one more time to see if you're really gonna meet me. Hold my hand just one more time to see if you're really gonna meet me. I see your wife, she stands stooped over by fire outside. I see your boys when they look up, You know I think they got the mother's eyes, 'cause she looks so proud. Yeah, she looks so happy. Yeah, she looks so proud. She looks so happy. Yeah, if you die and I get word that you're gone, will I hear it in passing conversation? Will I stop short and fall to the ground? Distance is short when your hand carries what your eyes found. Hold my hand just one more time to see if you're related to me. Hold my hand just one more time to see if you're really gonna meet me. This is a fairly new song. It's called Expiration Date. Got a poster above her bed, advertised a film based on a book I'd never read. And I think this room's been shrinking lately, and I see there's nothing left from right. So won't you educate me on this night? Yeah, right. I'd be closer if I wasn't sure you'd bite. I'm keeping careful what I write. You say tomorrow's sun will feel much better shining on our skin, but I can't wait. You know it's hard for anyone, and twice as hard for two, settle on an expiration date. Lipstick on a beer can, autumn red, shaking like a leaf before the fall, and now we're led to all this overcompensating. And I see there's nothing left from right, so won't you educate me on this night? Yeah, right. I'd be closer if I wasn't sure you'd bite. I guess we won't sleep sound tonight. You say tomorrow's sun will feel much better shining on our skin, but I can't wait. You know it's hard for anyone, twice as hard for two, to settle on an expiration date. You say tomorrow's sun will feel much better shining on our skin, but I can't wait. You know it's hard for anyone, and twice as hard for two, to settle on an expiration date.
Music's so good, it's like the band is right in front of you. Fanshawe's alternative, The Falcon.
It's not always boring in the halls of Fanshawe. With CFRL Radio, it's always a party. You can listen to a wide range of music on CFRL Radio, from college country to roots of rock. You can listen online at CFRLradio.com. Fanshawe's hotspot, CFRL.
106.9 The X broadcasting all across London.
You may hear us, but we can see you. The next time you do something embarrassing, listen to 106.9 The X because we could be talking about you.
Welcome back to Acoustic Lunch Live with Tom E. You're listening to CFRL or you're watching us live on Stellar Radio. The album is called Giveaways and the artist is Jordan. So Jordan, how has your sound evolved since you first picked up a guitar?
Well, I've gotten better. I've practiced more. Really, yeah. I guess all I can say is it's more mature. What I like about this album that was just put out is it took me about 3 years to make because I was doing like a pay-as-you-go kind of approach to it. So I was recording things as I could afford to record them and releasing them as I could afford to. And so as that happened, it ended up being songs that I had written in high school. Some of them are on there, and then some songs that I've written in, I did 4 years at Brock University. So those are some songs that I wrote in that time span. So there's songs that you can tell that, a 16-year-old kid wrote, then there's songs that you can tell that I wrote like last year.
Nice. So would you have any advice for any inspiring artists?
Yeah, honestly, I would say if there's something that you want to do to further your art, creativity, whatever it is, if you're an artist, musician, anything, and there's things that you can be doing to basically get your art out there, do it. If it's, spending 3 years saving up to put out an album or, playing open mic nights every week or asking somebody if you can put up one of your paintings in their gallery or at a coffee shop or something, do it. Do all that stuff because it's the experience and it always makes you feel validated in what you're doing. So
Awesome.
Always make sure you're doing stuff like that.
Awesome. So do you have anywhere we can go, people who want to listen to you some more? Do you have a social media site or a website?
I do. So if you go on Facebook, because that seems everybody uses Facebook.
Everybody uses Facebook.
So my Facebook page is Jordan Percival Music.
Okay.
So you can go to that. I post all my shows. You can get the album off iTunes, or if you come to a show, you can come buy it off me.
Cool.
Like I said, make friends. I like to talk to people. So.
Nice. Any upcoming shows you want to promote?
Not yet. I would like to play at one of the Roxbury showcases, the MIA showcases. I'll probably do one of those in the next couple weeks just because I love doing those.
All right.
Cool, great talent.
Once again, this is Jordan. You've got a couple more songs maybe for us, but take it away.
Sure. This is another one off the album. It's called Alone Tonight. Living in a daydream, I'm sitting with the silence in my head. I'm making it a moment, reflecting on the things I've said to you. There's something I've been missing as they've been planning out their years. I know I should be listening, but I've got water in my ears. Oh, and I don't think it's right to be alone tonight, and I don't understand why there's no footprints in the sand. We got no time for sleeping, for wasted time there's no excuse. But since we're never leaving, we better put these nights to use. To use. And I don't think it's right to be alone tonight, and I don't understand why there's no footprints in the sand. And I don't think it's right to be alone tonight, and I don't understand why there's no footprints in the sand. We got patio lanterns, a little Tom Petty. No, we won't back down. I'm too good and ready to let the moon fall down. And all the boys on the porch are sipping on Coronas while the girls they like are sitting in the corner. And I don't think it's right. And all the girls out there refuse to make a move for some medieval point that no one needs to prove, and I don't think it's right. We got patio lanterns, a little Tom Petty, no we won't back down until we're good and ready to let the moon fall down. And I don't think it's right to be alone tonight. And I don't understand why there's no footprints in the sand. No, I don't think it's right to be alone tonight. And I don't understand why there's no footprints in the sand. Footprints in the sand. Footprints in sand. Footprints in the sand.
Round of applause for Jordan. Thank you for joining us here on Acoustic Lunch live on CFRL and Stellar Radio. You've got one more in it for. You got one more song in us for. Yep.
Sure.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you. This is Stellar Radio, Fantro's Hotspot CFRL. Jordan, play us out.
This is a Bob Dylan song I just love to play. Mama, take this badge from me, 'cause I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. It feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Well, I saw her today at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. I knew that we made a good connection, 'cause at her feet was a footloose man. I say you can't always get what you want. Say you can't always get what you want. Say you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. You get what you need. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. You get what you need. Footprints in the sand. You get what you need. Footprints in the sand.